Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
Right, so Transfomers the show, we're doing basically what was our favourite pickup. So it was a bit disheartening to see that Andy hadn't picked the medallions, but so I look forward with a keen interest to see what did win.
Is this where like Pete's up there going, didn't put the fucking t-shirt on then either, did you?
But,
unbelievable. I can't win.
I'll start off with
good idea, Jamie. You make yourself big.
Oh, so yeah. So this is what I picked up, and I picked it up from God of us, my boys. Max and me love toys, and fuck, my voice has got.
Do you want a minute? Do you need a drink?
I need to drink some Iron Brew.
Have some Iron Brew. We're not sponsored yet.
Iron Brew Extra for the lads who like to have fun and collect Transformer toys.
I'll tell you what, if they're watching, you've just nailed that. We are in. We are so in.
So I picked this up, and I have no idea what it's called because I don't speak Japanese. But I do know that basically it had the Micromaster hot rod, and this has been on my I mean, it's hard. This is my Madonna moment, you know. I'm down on my knees. Yeah, this was superb. And,
don't make me get on a chair.
And it's obviously the best pickup out of all of TFNation for all people who have went since eternity. On there because it just was superb.
Do you have photos of this, Jamie?
Well, I've not
had a chance yet.
I was speaking to Liam, and he was going, "Oh, it's really big, and you're going to enjoy opening it." And we're discussing. I'm not sure. I'm obviously going to open it at some point, but I'm going to really be taking my time because this is a true grail. I don't like saying grails. I'm not the type of, oh, this is what, because with me, it always sounds kind of false because every year someone seems to have a new grail, and I always go, interesting. It wasn't a grail last year. You know, it's like, and I think sometimes it's a word that's overused, and I don't like to say what my grails are because sometimes people will try to offer you a reasonable price, you know, a nice fair price, but sometimes you're thinking, I don't really want to be spending money this day. I want to come across these grails out in the wild and have a great, fantastic price, and that was a superb price, and thank you to James from Max and me Love Toys. Because he actually even knocked some money off as well, which he didn't need to, but I'm not going to say. But yeah, he did, and it was brilliant. But this to me was brilliant. I mean, Andy knew straight away because I'd always been talking about this. This is something I've always wanted, you know. And when I saw that on a Sunday afternoon, and I couldn't understand why it was still there, why no one else had picked it up. You know, so I just sort of like moved as fast as I could and just grabbed the box, you know. Had to knock a couple of young kids out the way and some old person, but that was okay. You expect these things, you know, losses and events like that. But I got it, and I was just like, even when I was trying to pay for it, my hands were shaking. You know, normally my hands shake anytime I pass money over, but they were really shaking this time. and it was just, I was just so delighted, and I didn't care about the price. I didn't care what Lynn might have thought and stuff because I was happy and I had a huge smile on my face. I couldn't hide it. I was trying to scowl and moan and think about stuff that upset me, but you know, like Alexis, you know, stuff like that. But no, but no, it was just like it was just brilliant, and it was
in the last half an hour as well of the show.
Yeah, it was the last half hour.
That we went to get the squeeze blade gun, and it wasn't that far apart. I just remember the look on your face because you had a look of disbelief. You were holding it and you'd bought it, but you couldn't believe it.
I mean, James, the guy that stole James, which is a fantastic name, by the way. I mean, he certainly got the luck of the names. He went at this. Oh, sorry, I don't have a bag, and I was like, I don't care. I want to show this off. You know, this is my World Cup moment. You know, I just want to walk around with this, and Yeah, and I remember you saw me and you were quite happy to talk about the squeeze plate gun, and I was thinking, look what I've got, and stuff like that. But yes, it was a truly awesome moment, and I think it's like it's weird because last year was a Pretender Starscream, this year was this, so I mean that's just like I didn't expect that, But as soon as I saw it, I just knew it was an essential buy. I wasn't going to think about it, and God pity the fool who might have tried to put hands on this at the same time I did. But yeah, I was really delighted to have
You should
it.
always have one like proper TFN bot, not just one you've bought there, but like one that's special to you. So you're very lucky you've had last year with the Pretender Starscream, and then this year with that. Fantastic.
And it was weird because I wasn't even in the shop. I could just see it. But it was almost like, I've got superpowers and my eyes just went zoom, zoom, zoom. And I could, because I was like on the other side, I was next to Rohan.
You're just talking up your eyesight again.
Yeah.
Is that basically what it is?
When you have 40-40 vision.
And I just moved like lightning, knocking Rohan out of the way in his reasonable deals. But yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, I had to nip off. Are we on foreplay now?
Yeah, sorry, we came back.
No, it's fine.
Poor Pete was stuck on the main screen for a short while because we didn't realise he'd gone. But we got him out. He's fine now. He stopped crying.
Oh, well, I don't mind going next then. So probably my favourite pickup probably was the Sandstorm, just because of what it meant, just as someone like not only watching the show and listening to the show, but hearing what you say and the words you say and thinking, do you know what? I'll bring that for that person, hand it over, give it to him. So, that was my bot. And just also, it's a fucking awesome Transformer as well. So that helps out as well. Who's not gone yet? Andy, Pete?
Pete, you can go this time. I'll go last.
Sight beyond sight.
So, my special TFN purchase was not one that I made because I had decided that I'd spent enough over the course of the weekend and everything, and I wasn't going to get this because I had spent enough. And in true fashion, Emma can't be trusted, so she went off on a merry way, fighting the hordes in the dealer room, and she bought me a G1 Galvatron.
Oh wow!
That I had been looking at. And it was reasonably priced. There was, it was in good condition, but I'd spent enough. So there was me exercising a little bit of self-control and decorum for the first time all weekend and a week before in terms of purchases. And then because I'd been banging on about it, she went and bought it for me. And this will be my TFN bot because it was a lovely present that didn't need to be bought. So, thank you very much.
Wow, she's a good one.
Aye.
And it must be said, she also did a lot of work helping out with the t-shirts. Not just for us, but like everybody who received the t-shirt at Transformers The Show one, a massive part of that was because of the work Emma put in her own time. So, thank you, Emma. I think you'll be watching, so thank you. Shouldn't have bought it for him, though. He didn't deserve it.
That's true. You're right. I didn't.
Milan actually bought a bag as well. She bought Transformers The Show bag.
That's really
did she? I don't think I saw
the tote
that.
bag, and we used to do trousers, don't we? Trousers, tote bag, t-shirt.
I love the way we spend hundreds of pounds, and then it's like Maylin bought a bag. that's what I like. Thrifty. Claire bought cocktails. That was about as far as she got. Anyway, bless her.
Right, Andy, how did you get?
Oh shit! Yeah, I haven't done that. Right, sorry. Let me just share. I took a photo. Mine is very much like you, Paul, because I saw Mark. Now, Mark is somebody we've known who's a fan of the show. He's in the chat tonight, and he's such a nice lad, and he's had his own issues going on in his own life, which we wish him well with. And he came up to me. I saw him on, I want to say it was the Friday. Bumped into him, and he said, "I've got something for you. I've got something for you." And he said, "I know you were talking about it, and I found it in a cupboard. I thought Andy will like this. I'll bring it for you." And it was this. So this is the Transformers Universe Ramjet which again was on when we did the episode where we talked about like bots we'd be looking for. This was one of the ones I was talking about, and it was just ridiculously kind of him to give me this, and massively appreciate it. For those who don't know, Mark was the guy who a couple of years ago also gave me the bludgeon as well. Just such a lovely guy, and he's the same guy who gave Paul the sandstorm. But I massively appreciate this because it aids from Mark. As I said, I know he's not been having the easiest time. B, because he, like Paul said, he listens to the show, he listens to what we say, and he thought, I know what, this will cheer up somebody else. Since that selflessness that he showed of wanting to share it. But also, I mean, this is such a hard and rare bot to find. I actually was messaging with Nick from Toyfu in the run-up to TFN, just saying, I don't suppose you've got any of these. And he basically told me they hadn't seen one in 2 years. So, and that's Toyfu, for God's sake. So, yeah, a complete shock. Massively appreciated. It's in fantastic condition. So I do have a photo of it in robot mode as well. There he is. Yeah, massively appreciated. Just
awesome.
Just a real shock. Like really nice, and luckily, and we got to spend a bit of time with Mark, kind of in and around the con. Had a really nice long chat with him actually in the dealer hall next to Rohan's. Oh, and a shout out to Rohan. Sorry, can't believe I didn't even think of that. On the Sunday, I was because it was a bit quieter. I helped out Rohan. I say helped out. I basically stood near him and chatted with him, but it was helping out with his stall, and it was really nice as well. Rohan, obviously, you all know Rohan's a top guy, but just spending a bit of time with him. And yeah, so Mark, I know you're watching. Thank you so much. It was genuinely just such a surprise and such a nice thing to do. And as I said to you, because I know you said to me, Mark, that you'd had the best TFN and just the best time. And I said, and this is the great thing, we will do it all again next year. So we will see you next year. We'll do it all again. And it'll be even better. Because that's the way it should be.
Wednesday crew.
Wednesday crew. We're basically arriving the month before. June crew. If I could afford it, maybe. But yes, so again, yeah, so it just, I've just realized it's a terrible photo when it's blown up there. You can see absolutely nothing of the detail on his face. Brilliant. But it was just, yeah, just really nice. A really
sometimes
nice
that's the thing, isn't it? You're just so excited to take the photo, aren't you? You just, because you can see the detail, and you forget sometimes that the camera might not pick it up, and it's just a lovely looking figure.
I think you said as well, JB, that sometimes when you take the photo from Messenger onto your computer, the resolution gets lost a little bit as well. Yeah. So, I've said this before, it looks really good on my phone, and then I look at it on the computer, I go, why is it all blurry? And it's not just my eyes, because I always make sure to have the glasses on when I'm messing around with photos and stuff. But yes, fantastic, but it is so crisp and white as well. You expect some yellow, just, so happy. On all these bots, my wife is furious with me. Well, she's not furious, but she's not happy because we have a dining room table. This is basically, you can see part of our dining room table there. Literally 1/3 of that dining room table is covered in bots, most of them from TFN, and they are not going away yet. So there you go.
I mean, it's a wonderful gift, but not this, is it? Oh.
Jamie goes straight into competitive mode.
What do you mean competitive mode? Sorry, that would mean it was a competition. This is a win. This is a win. The slaughter commence.
Thank you, Mark.
Right. We get into some discussion time then.
Let's do a chat